Hello, everybody. I am Vandana Teji, your host and the program manager for HR4R. And today I have Mr. Ravinder Bhan, who is also the conference director for HRR. And today we are going to have straight cut talks with him. And I will start. Hello, Mr. Ravinder, and I will start with questions directly.
Yes, Vandana. Hi, how are you? Go ahead with your questions. I'm ready.
Okay. So the first question that I have is, Ravinder, that professionally, I'm in a professional HR, and every year I get so many invites to these HR conferences on a regular basis, and they are absolutely complimentary for me. All I got to do is just show up. So, why should an HR pay for HRR as an event?
Okay, great. What I think you're saying is that you get an invite for so many HR conferences where the invitation is free. And they even give you food free, and then they of course try to give you some knowledge. So Vandana, ignore about the conference. Tell me, whenever everybody is giving you food free, is somebody paying for that food?
Somebody else must be.
Yes. So somebody is paying for the food and you are the product.
Okay.
So a conference where you are going free, you are the product, you are being sold. And you will get a very good return from that conference. 3 days later, you will start receiving emails from service providers, from card sellers, and so on. So let's get it straight. If somebody is making something available to you free, there's something in it for somebody, and that something is you.
Yes. I'm like,
we do not in HR4R, we do not permit any products to be pitched. We do not share the data of our delegates with any service provider. We only impart learning to you, for which there's a cost, just as we have a cost. So if you want to go to a free conference, go ahead and do that, become a product.
Okay.
If you want to become a product, do that.
Very well said. Okay. So, the next question, is actually when I think about a conference where I'm actually paying, it comes to me as a training. And the next word which simultaneously occurs to me as a training is a certificate. So
yes.
Are we as delegate going to get conference certificates?
Oh yeah, you will get a certificate for sure. But let me make one thing clear. If I was to only give you a delegate certificate and sell you that certificate, then you could send the money to the conference manager and we would mail you a certificate. It's not about the piece of paper. Vandana, we want our delegates to attend full time, ask questions, get their problems solved. Ours is not a format of slides and claps. We experts, better experts than I am, will answer your actual talent acquisition and talent retention issues. So we are going to give you that knowledge. We are going to help you increase your method of reducing attrition and retaining talent. Yes, a certificate of participation is your right. But if it was only about the certificates, I would say don't attend. Pay up and take a certificate, like so many of them do that.
Wonderful. Okay. Now, one more question which actually troubles me is because I feel really for the startup people, the people who have just started their business and, they are very, very interested to attend events like these, wherein you can actually take away the learnings and implement in their business. However, spending that kind of money becomes a little difficult. So how can we help them? Startups,
for
yes.
The
startups.
Okay, so for the startups, your question is that he sees a return in the investment, but he doesn't see the investment.
Exactly. I don't have the money to invest.
All right, okay. I must tell you that a certain percentage of seats are exclusively reserved for the small and medium enterprises, for women entrepreneurs, for top class students who do not pay the regular fees. They pay a very, very small fee, which is just about to cover the admin and other costs. So I am very mindful of the fact that startups, of course, if they really were to apply their mind, this investment is much more than what they will return. But I guess what you are saying is that the mindset is such that if I invest this, I don't have that kind of money. I'm not going to justify the return on the investment. I'm going to straight come to the point. I'll cut down your cash flow. I'll cut down your investment. Come and learn and apply it and improve the talent acquisition and retention at your startup. Because people are going to be your number one reason for success as an entrepreneur.
That's super
So
duper good news.
don't let the fees come in your way. Write to me directly. There is a link at which you can request a reserved seat. We will take you there.
Wonderful, wonderful. And one last question before I actually leave you, and that is going to be another very, very important question. So while you definitely have a list of speakers, they are all eminent and they come from all big MNCs. However, there would be people who are running a small and medium enterprise, and whatever the bigger MNCs are implementing at their level, because they're highly sorted. Okay, can be, they would definitely like to know, how can these learnings be implemented at an MSME level?
All right. Let me tell you two things. And I speak to at least 1,000 small and medium enterprises every year. I do get this question whenever I'm talking of any management practice. I have two answers. Number one is that no matter the size of an organization, would you agree that the law of gravity applies everywhere?
Yes, it does, obviously.
So there are certain fundamentals which have nothing to do with the size of the organization. I'll give you a very simple example. This morning, I read a fantastic post by somebody on LinkedIn, and it said that Diwali bonus alone will not keep your people with you. You will have to give a comprehensive package, this, that, and the other. It was a very wonderfully written post. But what I commented was that, look, no matter what C&B package we design, no matter what packages we design, no matter what kind of long-term benefits we give, and so on and so forth. Now, whether it's a small organization or it's a large organization, I have personally experienced that if people are given lesser bonus than what they expected, or they are giving no bonus at all, they feel dejected. Some of them even leave the company. Now, this is exactly the same in a large organization as it is in a small organization. So there are a lot of things. In fact, in my mind, everything, all the basics are exactly the same. But I know you're not satisfied yet. I know you are still wanting that answer. I know you want an answer different from this, and let me give you that answer. HR4R does not have speakers. It has experts who have spent no less than 15 to 20 years in various organizations, big, small, and medium. So what they're going to talk about, what they're going to address, what they're going to answer you is about what they have learned at various organizations. And to cap it all, I'm giving you two things. Number one, the president of India SME Forum, who champions the cause of Indian SMEs, who leads an organization that has 40,000 small and medium enterprises, which includes people as one-man companies to a 500 crore company. The president, Vinod Kumar, is going to be there, and he is going to advocate on behalf of the SMEs. So no matter what the rest of the experts are going to talk, Vinod is going to champion whether it's going to be applicable to a small enterprise or not. And then to top it all, to top up even Vinod, those of you who know me for my bluntness, know me for coming straight down to the point. I personally will ensure that nothing that is going to be talked about there is not applicable to the smallest organization. In fact, I would like the smaller organizations to pick up these issues, to bring it out and to tell us, hey, you're telling this. I don't think it's going to apply in our organization. And I will help you. I will help you understand how it's going to help. Because remember, ultimately, nobody wants to stay small. We want to grow big. And if we want to go big, we have to look at those best practices which are followed and which may not have anything to do with size. I'm willing at the conference, ask me 100 situations of how a small enterprise can overcome the problem of talent acquisition and retention. I'll give you a solution, and I'll not be talking out of books and research. I'll be talking out of my personal work, which I do with a lot of SMEs every year. So don't worry about that. You will get solutions to your problems.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ravinder. And friends, I would like to invite everybody, whether you are a small, medium, or a big size organization, walk in, join us in the discussion on 7th and 8th of November. Ask your question and get your answers from the experts. Thank you so much.
I will see you there.
We'll see you there.